Good afternoon, Prairie View Christian Church. Today is Tuesday, April 6th, 2021. It's time for your midweek update. Again, this week is a little bit different for me for a few different reasons. So today is Tuesday, it's not Wednesday. And as you can see, I'm dressed a little more casually. I'm not preaching this week. On top of that, Javen and Nolan are on spring break. It's baseball season. The Reds took 2 out of 3 from Mike and Kim Davidson and Austin and Erica Trustee's Cardinals this past weekend. So wearing my Reds hat, dressed a little more casually. So I hope you'll give me a break for that. Now, as I speak, considering that today is Tuesday, April 6th, Versity is here setting up the blood drive in the sanctuary. Now, some of you will see this video on Wednesday, and so by then it'll be too late to donate blood. But if you happen to catch this video before Wednesday, if today is Tuesday and you see it on Facebook Live, there is still time for you to come and donate. They do accept walk-up appointments, so if you didn't register online, that's okay. There's especially a window of time from about 3 to 5 p.m. today, Tuesday, that you can come to the church and donate blood through Versity. So if you have a last-second, last-minute change of heart and would like to donate blood, have some availability given to you all of a sudden, it's not too late to come here and donate blood. We'd love to have more people donate today if possible. So that's happening today. Again, if you are watching this video on Tuesday, 3 to 5 p.m., there's a window of time for you to come donate. If you're seeing this video on Wednesday, then please know that we're very grateful to those who did choose to donate. I'm going to donate here at about 25 minutes, and I've only done it a few times before, mostly here at Prairie View. There was one time that I almost passed out donating blood, but I am hydrated, I'm good to go, so please pray that I don't pass out here in a few minutes as I donate blood. And if you come, maybe you can lay on the bed next to me and we can squeeze our squishy stress balls together and shoot the breeze. So hopefully you can come and donate on Tuesday. If you're seeing this on Wednesday, thank you to those who did come and donate on Tuesday. Now, a few things to cover this week. Number one, this video and a devotion will be going out tomorrow with Nancy's usual midweek email. So keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for the RSVP form. We will still be taking RSVPs for this coming Sunday, April 11th. As always, please RSVP for that. Now, we did have a few interesting takeaways from this past Sunday. Takeaway number one is that Jesus is risen. But then again, that's a takeaway from every Sunday here at Prairie View. So the real takeaway number one was that we noticed that in the sanctuary, we were able to fit almost 90 people. We had 92 people in the building on Sunday morning, Easter Sunday. Now, this whole time that we've been doing our RSVP, social distancing thing, we've always kind of thought that 75 was basically the cap in that room. That once we got above 75 people, we're really pushing our luck when it comes to social distancing. But this past Sunday proved that we might be able to fit a few more people than we realized. And on top of that, we're getting to a point where maybe we're not quite as particular about 6 feet in every single direction. Maybe we can get away with 5.5 feet in every direction. So we're still social distancing, but we're learning that we can fit more people in the sanctuary than maybe we thought. So if you hypothetically have been staying home on Sunday mornings because you don't want to take up space, or because you don't want your kids to take a kid's table from somebody else's kids, or you were concerned that the room was going to be too crowded, you don't have to worry about that. If you want to be here in the room on Sunday mornings, please come and be in the room on Sunday mornings. And again, we really think that you should be in the room on Sunday mornings if you are physically capable of doing that. If you are comfortable doing all the other things that we're starting to do while wearing masks and keeping our distance and all that stuff, then we certainly want you here physically in church as well. The live streaming's been great, but we want you here. So don't let concerns about how crowded it's going to be, don't let concerns about how much space we have in the room keep you from being here. This past Sunday proved that we can fit a few more people than we realized. So if you've been on the fence about coming in person, please RSVP through Nancy's email tomorrow and join us here on Sunday, April 11th. Now, the second takeaway from this past Sunday, Easter Sunday, was the return of live music. It was such a great breath of fresh air to anybody who was here. We were so happy to have Mark and Amy on the stage singing and leading us in worship. And again, the videos have been great. They've done a great job with those videos this entire time. But at the same time, there is just no replacing live music in the room. Hearing those voices, seeing those people on the stage, seeing their faces without masks. It's just a wonderful, wonderful change and a wonderful development for the life of our church. Now, that's going to continue. I personally am very, very excited about the fact that on Sunday, April 18th, the next time I preach, I don't have to wear a mask. I'm very much looking forward to that. I think I'm probably looking forward to it more than you are because you're the ones who have to stare at my face. I don't have to stare at my own face. But I'm very excited to preach without a mask. I'm very excited about the fact that Easter Sunday, April 4th, was my last time preaching without a mask. Hopefully forever. So, those changes are coming. Again, like we've said, we are still taking our precautions and safety and health and all that stuff as seriously as ever, but we do feel like we're getting to a point where we can start to see a couple people on stage speaking and singing without masks and not jeopardize the health or the safety of our congregation. So the music was a wonderful, great improvement. I'm looking forward to preaching without a mask on April 18th. And hopefully we'll have more changes and more improvements and more progress to celebrate in the coming weeks and months as we move forward. So that was one takeaway. Come here on Sunday morning. We can fit more people in the room than we thought. Number two, we're starting to have music without masks. I'm looking forward to preaching without a mask. And then number three, our takeaway from this past Sunday was an exciting announcement. And that is the fact that this coming Sunday, April 11th, I won't be preaching. Steve Mazingo will be preaching. If you've been a part of this church for a long time, if you are familiar with Prairie View's history, Steve Mazingo is one of our longest tenured pastors from about 10 to 15 years ago. And he will be here this coming Sunday preaching. I've talked to Steve Mazingo a few times. We've had a couple conversations. We've met in person, I think, once or twice. But I've never heard Steve preach an entire sermon. And so I'm looking forward to that, and I hope you will too. So if you are a friend, an admirer of Steve Mazingo, I know he impacted a lot of people in this church, then by all means, try to be here this Sunday to hear Steve preach to us. Looking very much forward to that. So again, your usual reminders, blood drive's happening today, RSVP for Sunday. Don't let the room being crowded keep you away. Know that you're going to see people singing without masks on the stage, and that's okay. We're taking that still very seriously. And then also be here on Sunday if you would like to hear Steve Mazingo preach. I know he's had an important role in the history of this church, and I know so many of you love and admire Steve, and I'm sure he'd love to see you and preach to you here this coming Sunday. Now, the last thing to add is that this coming Friday is our next men's breakfast. That will be at 7 a.m. here at the church. I heard a rumor that at the last men's breakfast, which I happened to miss, that somebody brought Chick-fil-A breakfast. And needless to say, I am quite upset by this development, and I was quite upset by this development, but I'm sure someone will make up for it this coming Friday, since I'll be there. So 7 a.m. here at the church. We're continuing the Gospel of John. Feel free to reach out to Joe Fenimore if you have questions about the men's breakfast happening this Friday or any other Friday down the road. So I think that pretty much covers it. Again, I'm going to roll up my sleeve and drink a bottle of water and pray that I don't pass out here in a few minutes giving blood. But we look forward to seeing you this coming Sunday. If you're going to be here, please RSVP. If you can't be here, please be sure to tune in on Facebook for our live stream. We would love to have you in that way as well. So I think that covers it. Again, have a great rest of your week. If you're on spring break with your kids and your family, have a good spring break, and we look forward to seeing you Sunday. So, all right, take care.